It's a roaming one too.
Oh, you keep double buffs as Dead Silent. As long, like, for 5 seconds or so.
Wait, who killed Scion? The Rise killed Scion, right? Because she had that double buffs that whole time.
Yeah, but Sion had them too.
Did he? Alright, I missed that part then. Why are there two ancient golems?
Or it might have had a spectator bug. I don't even know.
Are the Krugs supposed to be double golems?
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit. Are you looking at these buffs for jungle camps?
Not yet. I'm gonna read all of that after this game.
Holy shit.
I just read the part about the crab and I was like, that sounds so cool.
Junglers have a lot in store.
You mean the jungle's actually gonna be fun now?
Yeah, these buffs are freaking insane. Wraith Camp, if this goes through, is gonna be broken as shit. Holy god.
Well, they said a lot of it's gonna be, like
Oh my
experimental.
god, Arise just got baited by the clone and ulted the clone. But then the counter bait. Fucking Plague Zonia's before he ulted. Franco's dead. Maybe. Oh no, he flashed. He's fine.
Out of all the scary things that I've seen in this game, that death animation is kind of the top of the list.
Is Jabber gonna die? Nope. The summoning him though. So, Wraith Camp, if you smite the large monster, it gives you a buff that if you're spotted by a ward, you get True Sight.
What? That's crazy.
So, like, if you walk by an enemy ward, it'll let you
Yeah,
know
then you can go
just
and kill
walked
it.
by a ward and you go kill it. Wolf Camp has my favorite though. If you smite Wolf Camp, it gives you a ghost wolf that patrols that side of the jungle, and if an enemy tries to enter your jungle, it attacks them and lets you know they're there.
That's weird.
How long does that last for?
It says a moderate amount of time.
Huh. I wonder if they're gonna increase the cooldown of Smite. Because with the way Smite currently is, you'd be able to have like all those buffs, technically.
Alright, hang on. This list of smite buffs doesn't mention anything about the machete thing. Alright, so Scuttle Crab spawns in top and bottom river and patrols back and forth. It's not hostile, so it won't attack you. But it grants a speed shrine that gives vision and move speed.
But is that if you kill it? Because it didn't say anything about killing it. It just said it.
It
when
just
you
says
cast it or
grants.
something. Yeah.
New items. This is alright. So Warlog's armor. It says health reduced to 800 from 100.
I think that's a typo. 'Cause
Yeah.
It is 1,000.
Alright, so and then health regeneration is tripled when out of combat.
So. Do a little damage to you on AoE.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, you can smite champions now. Just saying.
Yeah, I read that part too.
Dang, that Lucian damage.
Right, I haven't been paying attention to half this game because of the PvE changes.
Because PvE patch notes.
And half that shit's not even gonna hit live because it's all like super experimental. That was
That
the
was a
shittiest
shit
plague.
ult.
That was so garbage.
You're in our chat now.
It doesn't even matter, Plague. You suck.
No, it was what we needed to get Anivia's wall out of there so Kotaza could do what he needed to do.
Kotatsu didn't even do shit. He just didn't
Cyan
die.
is so hard to hit.
I don't know how you guys won that fight, because Plague fucking could have thrown it immediately.
But I didn't. That's why.
You did, but then your team's like.
Your
Part of
team
it.
carried
Matter.
you.
I did, but did you like my my two Miss Zonias throughout the game?
We were talking about the one where you Zonia'd before you ulted.
Yeah! Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
It was so
pretty bad.
bad. It was so bad.
I was like, is he like anticipating them like coming through that bush? No.
It was so bad.
So Plague got carried.
Right after that happened,
What
I was
else
just
is
like,
New, dude.
Vikatazu, what else is new?
Yeah, chill. Just in general.
So somehow Falcadile keeps winning lanes he's supposed to lose. But I don't know.
I think I've said this before, but how do I hear you press your push to talk?
Because you haven't said it before, but because I have a Black Widow ultimate, so the key clicks.
Don't you love that noise?
It's my favorite noise ever.
Right?
Alright, does anybody have any questions on how they played, if they feel they could have done anything better, or anything like that? Say that again?
I don't know, those walls looked pretty small early game.
I didn't max it. Fuck that shit.
my positioning I thought was better than I did last game, but my Miss Zonias and
Yeah, maybe someone's a little twitchy on the buttons.
yeah, those Miss Zonias, there was no excuse for those, and I felt like fucking garbage after those.
You guys should have
but
been more
I-
aggressive pre-6.
Yeah, I felt like the majority of my bindings though were pretty good.
I also don't know why you bought mana pots. Morgana's not exactly mana intensive, especially when you go blue item.
How about me?
Yeah, scrub.
What did I do?
You've won lane again. Not sure how that happened, but you definitely dominated that lane, and you basically did everything you were supposed to. You went in with the rush, the combo, and then cloned out, and then they blew everything on clone at basically every stage of the game. One of the biggest ones being a big fight top lane towards the end where Arise actually ulted the clone and ignited it.
For clone. Reap.
Yeah, rip clone.
Inhibitor towers now attack their target continuously up from 4 times a second.
Where are you reading
what?
this at?
Is that on the PvE shit?
Yeah, PvE shit.
Wait, you guys were also talking about smite. You can smite champions. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Is that legit or is it all troll?
No, this is
well, They're
legit.
trying a bunch of experimental stuff. Most of this isn't going to go to
Because
live.
they want to
but-
change for Season 5, so they need to do something big.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, but
CS
like
bullshit.
smiting champions, would it still do true damage? Like they'd be
No,
fucking
it'll
OP.
do a slow.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
that
that
makes
then.
sense. Like, yeah.
We're bringing
That's
out a
really
new
great.
map. We still need more shit.
That will be great for champions that doesn't have a natural flow.
Udyr. Yeah, it'll be good on
Just have
Udyr.
it. Have smite have like 2,000 base damage at the beginning, and have you smite be able to true smite
Yeah?
champions.
Plague, shut up.
Yeah, just everybody takes smite.
You should be able to smite Timo.
Anyway, alright, so...
I'd like
My God, what
True
did I
damage.
come into?
Smite him for true damage.
Alright, so hang on.
Fucking retarded.
Alright, so we can talk about PB in a minute. Do we want to do another game?
I'd like some advice before
For
we
who?
end.
I'd like to play a game where I don't
Lucian.
suck complete
You know,
ass.
I mean, I told you what mistakes you did.
Andre,
I wasn't watching you in lane, but I think you did fine in fights for the most part.
yeah,
You were
Andre,
kiting pretty well.
Andre,
One
just
thing we were
changed.
talking about was we were
Your
kind of
build.
iffy about your Phage pick. Your first 2 items were fine, but they had like a super tanky Scion, so like a Last Whisper would have helped you a lot.
I was going for Last Whisper instead of a
the
defensive item.
Lucian build right now is pretty weird. It's like, you don't go Triforce if you go Ghostblade.
Yeah, your Triforce.
It's usually Ghost Blade, Shiv, or Triforce. Not, you don't combo any of them.
Oh, okay.
Also, you built it super duper late in the game, so the bonuses you were getting from it, your Phage speed up and your Sheen procs, were basically nullified by the enemy item picks.
Alright.
You
Hey,
were
what about? I didn't. To be honest, I didn't know what to build after Sunfire, so I went with Triforce because why not?
Yeah, Wukong it works because you get a lot of combos in where you just sort of use that Sheen damage effectively. I go more of a blue build, so
Hunting a fly.
I would have went like an Iceborne Gauntlet over Triforce because it does get that slowdown for your team once you get in there and lets you lock up with the Cyclone a bit more. And Canada says Blast Whisper after lifesteal for underclocked again. Who's hunting the fly? I missed that.
Guys, I think you could have built Frozen Heart before you finished Archangels and before Woda, because we had a lot of AD.
Don't build Woda. We were actually talking about this in game. Woda sounds good in theory when it combos with your ultimate spell vamp, but overall in the long run, it doesn't make you tanky. It doesn't give you that much more sustain than you would typically get from your ultimate. You would have had a much better deal finishing your Frozen Heart and getting...
And then probably Void Stuff.
Yeah, like your other
After
items.
Archangels, though.
Other than that... Did I say that?
Sorry, I did feel like that my laning phase was very comfortable, especially going up against Lucian. Even though I did have like not as many kills, I just felt like I was effective on the map in my rotations. And is there anything that you could tell me that I could do better? Is it just be more aggressive? Because whenever I was playing aggressive, it was kind of hard because I had to worry about Anivia ult and everything, and I was just getting outpoked because of the range.
You were way too aggressive. Time and time again, you would rocket jump at them just to get completely deleted. The reason you play Triss is to take advantage of her range. She ramps up in range farther than any other AD carry in the game. So you want to use that. When you're rocket jumping, you're either using it defensively away from their divers, or you're using it as a chase tool. You don't want to use it offensively for the most part.
You also use that jump for positioning reasons too. Like if you're in a weird position for a team fight, where like the possibilities of you losing that team fight, like you want to position yourself so rocket jump to a position where like if things go sour, you can actually get out.
Alright, what are we doing?
My turn? My turn.
Davey, I liked the fact that you didn't rush DFG this game. The Void Staff, however, it gave you a lot of early game damage, but I feel like a Death Cap or an Athene's would have been a better first item, I guess.
That's preference.
Well,
sure.
I was looking at it because I didn't notice that they were building any MR, and you can get a Void Staff a lot quicker, and I know Ari's early game isn't the greatest, so I figured if I could pressure with a Void Staff, I could kind of buy some time until I could get like a DFG or a Rabbit.
And it worked for you. I mean, like JC said, it is preference.
But think about it this way. Everyone had around 40 MR at the time when you bought it, and with your pen boots, it reduces it to 25, and so it's only reducing 40% of 25 versus higher amounts.
So you reduce like 4 MR.
Besides the build, just the gameplay in general, like you'd be in good positions to take off targets and stuff, but then you'd ult, and then you'd end up right in front of their melee line when you exhausted all your ultimate charges, and then you die. And it happened quite a bit of times, or like you weren't too aware of the surroundings, and when you'd ult in to try to kill a Rise or someone, you're like, oh shit, they're all surrounding me now, and then you die. So just kind of like the whole kiting potential with your ult is going to be very useful. Just be wary of like where you're going with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
then use your activatables, I guess, would be another one. I mean, you built it for a reason, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to like use it a lot more often when it's up.
But it took me a long time to learn this to use active,
yeah.
So don't feel bad. Be a very long time. 4 years.
You know what the worst part is though, is that like I'll go in and then if I'm dead or if I kill, I look and I'm like, wait, I didn't fucking use it. Damn it! Like, because there was at one time I feel at bot lane where if I had just used the Deathfire on Lucian, it would have killed him, and I think me and Trist wouldn't have died from that. Or I wouldn't have died from that at least. Because I think Trist had already died. But yeah, I need to be more aware of my active items.
I mean, personally, I didn't even really start using active items that much until I bought like a mouse that had buttons on the side, because I would just forget otherwise.
For me, I'd have someone verbally remind me that I could use it, and then after that I started remembering. So.
Alright,
Can I have feedback?
Sure. Viva?
For Syndra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think you're doing fine. One of the main things I saw is that you can really utilize like being able to move while casting. There was one time where Sion was in his passive and you threw down your Q and then tried to E to get him away, and then you died.
Yeah.
And you could have just E'd and kept it moving, and it would have pushed him back and he would have died and you would have lived. Besides that, I think you're doing really good in the game. Just be aware of, like, for example, ulting and igniting a Wukong clone, but that's not like a Syndra thing, that's just like a...
Yeah.
Being aware of.
Quick question.
But I think you did good.
Why did you buy Fear upgrade? Just a quick question.
Huh?
You picked up the Fear upgrade?
The one that looks like a red eye.
Oh.
Yeah. The one that...
I just prefer it. It's just my preference. Really?
Syndra only has one single target ability, it being her ultimate, so I guess the only thing I would say is you're not really utilizing the boot enchant.
I think if you'd want to look into trying something else, the blue one, I don't remember what the blue one's called, but I like the blue one a lot when I play mid because it gives you a lower cooldown on your flash, which you need a lot for like mobility and for repositioning, and it also gives you like that small speed up boost after you flash. And that one I've been learning to like a lot, so I don't know if you want to try using it in other games.
Yeah, I'll try it. I don't think I've actually ever seen anyone buy it, so I'll have to try it.
Sometimes I get it when I run teleport champs, because it also gives me a lower teleport flash cooldown.
Yeah, but in general, if I'm doing pretty good and I don't need the home guards, in mid I don't really like the yellow, the yellow one anyways, so I'll just get the blue one if I have like extra money.
Okay.
I'm down for another game.
Alright, I think...
I'm actually going to go out if someone wants to take my spot. They can.
Yeah, I'll play.
We can definitely replace Arise. I feel we should get another game going. So
Rise isn't replaceable.
Kotatsu!
Thanks, Kotatsu.
If someone wants to take my
you guys
spot,
have to
'cause
replace
I gotta,
Kotatsu, so...
I gotta head to bed actually, so if someone wants to take my spot.
Yeah, I think we, even with people leaving, I think we should still have enough. So, somebody hit play again, just to get invites started.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, probably play some Planet Side 2.
Oh,
Plague, suck
no
your
one wants
dick,
to play with you anymore.
Plague.
Plague, you're my sub.
Plague, Plague. We need someone to make fun of in these games.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gone. AFK.
Fucking Plague. God damn it.
Nah, I'll do one more.
Alright.
I feel like I need to redeem myself.
You
after
have
my
to set up
Zanya
the
play.
Yeah,
lobby
you
though.
do. Both of those plays right at the end of the game, you cannot end with that.
They weren't anywhere
No, I
near
can't.
us.
They were so bad.
They were fucking across the map and you're just like, boop.
I saw,
Oh, yeah.
that was like the best. Just flash in, ult, they all run away anyways.
No, chop chop.
Man,
It worked. We
Stay with
won
me,
the team
base, so we
fight.
can conquer the bot lane.
Those PvE changes though.
yeah, I really like that whole
I was
wolf
here-
camp.
You're like 2 minutes too late.
You're like 10 minutes too late.
No.
Oh, also it's funny because the
JC,
new...
hey, JC, are you starting game? Are you making one?
No. Do I ever start a game?
You did last time.
You make one.
I didn't make last
Fucking
game.
whore. I hate all
Sundown
of
did.
When the fuck did I make a game?
Fucking
JC doesn't even know how to make a game.
Right? Educate me.
Educate yourself, kid.
Alright, you guys have a good night. Thanks for the feedback. Very
Bye.
much.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
I don't make games. Like, where the fuck have you been, Doctor?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
My god. Just because you don't get your cloak, you're all super sad.
My what?
Yeah. Master
cloak.
JC's home.
Dude, fuck you. That cloak was shit. That cloak was so good.
We need
So
to ask
friendly,
the
man.
important questions here. JC, what do you feel about the new Udyr splash art?
I haven't seen it yet. Link it.
I'll create the game for everyone, by the way.
Second Dick Plague Guardian.
Bacon porn connected?
That's glorious.
I'm actually gonna hop out.
I don't
see you
like
guys
that.
later.
I like it. I don't like it. I'm
Please.
sorry.
Everyone have a good night.
Night on
Good night.
See ya.
Bye, Unruh.
Keycat, are you online?
I'm logging in right now.
Surfer
Fucking
Singe looks
Keycat.
like he has a bubblegum skin.
Before I leave, like hopped onto group 2.
Uh-oh.
You're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Wait, who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting Kotatsu? Or
You are forgetting Kotatsu.
fucking Kotatsu?
Yo, there's no T. There's not a second T, okay?
Kotatsu?
Jeez.
I said
Kotatsu?
Kotatsu.
Kotatsu.
Your name reminds me of Kotaku.
Kotaxiksu?
Jabs needs an invite.
Jabbers.
Okay, honestly, when I made my name, I did not even know Kotaku was a thing.
No, okay. Believe that's real.
But whenever like I see it on my Facebook feed or something, I have to double take.
Are they talking about me?
No one's talking about you.
That's my impression of you.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Think you're funny, guy?
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, sure.
I know someone who will probably play.
Hang on, who are we missing? Canada? Did Canada hop out?
Nah, I'm sitting out.
Alright, so Canada's hopping out.
I know someone.
Flintlock? Is Flintlock taking a break?
Why are there 3 different challenger icons?
Probably one's for rank
Those
1.
are-
And then it's gonna be like top 50, top 100, something like
Alright,
that.
so who... Canada's sitting out. Angle...
Honestly, I don't like these icons.
I don't
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't like any of them except like when you hit Master or Challenger, then they look cool.
I really don't like any of these.
Alright, so...
Don't have to use it.
Viva, did you say you had one more? So that I can
Yeah.
spectate? Alright, I'll just make...
Wait, what?
Plague. Plague is my sub.
Plague, did you just toss Kotazu into Smite?
Oh, I had to toss him into interview, but I wasn't able to quite get him all the way, so I just tossed him into whatever was closer.
Someone screenshot that, and so he can report him for power abuse and get his powers taken away. Thanks.
But JC,
Why
I won't be
can't I
able to
make...
do ADL then.
Why can't I make somebody leader? This is stupid.
Oh wait, move to what that thing? Move to spectator.
No, I know how to make spectate, but I was trying to make Viva leader so that he could invite or whatever.
Plague.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, so Sundown doesn't freaking announce anything, so you guys know, be nice to everybody, no flame Kotatsu, don't flame Plague too much.
Can I flame? Why can't I flame Kotatsu?
No, JC can flame Kotatsu, I said Kotatsu
Okay.
don't flame Plague.
Oh.
No, you guys can
Fuck
flame me, I don't
Plague.
care.
Like, flame Plague. No one
Alright,
cares about that.
alright, JC, fuck
Plague
Plague.
is
Flame
I
me!
get- Fuck Plague then.
Thank you.
Alright, so everybody, you guys know the drill, obviously. Go to your separate
Yeah,
channels.
He left before he could finish talking. Get
He's an
wrecked.
idiot.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to globally mute you now, Doctor.
Go for it.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be rude.
I have connections, dude. I know who to talk to if you abuse your power.
All I have to do is talk to Sundown.
I can't talk to Sundown because he's not here. I would have to talk to
Oh.
Keycat,
Plague is my sub though.
but he's on the other
Aw.
team, so I guess you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I know. But he's Bay, so. A gay baby was born.
Oh, I start? Guys?
Is
What?
everybody in their rooms? Everybody go to your rooms. Go, leave, shoo.
Okay.
Fucking Plague, why isn't he moving people? He's not even here.
So, are they ready? I'm just going to wait. Just tell me. Oh,
Yeah, alright, so...
Are these the teams?
oh dear.
Crocodile, shouldn't you be in the room with your team?
What?
Yeah, you guys should be moving down into your room so you can team chat and such.
I just got here. I don't know what room I'm supposed to be in.
Group 3 with Jabber and Flint.
Okay.
Alright, so who's left to spectate? Just me? Or... I guess just me.
Yeah, I'm getting off, dude.
Alright, peace.
So yeah, have a good night.
You too. Alright, so I guess solo cast. Why is Microsoft Store on? So we're gonna see what the bans are to see if they can put Kotatsu back onto Scion, because that seems to be Udyr ban away from JC, even though he prefers to support. These days, Morgana being banned out, not because Plague's good with her, but because she's annoying. Vi being banned out. I wonder if they're just going to ban all the junglers again to try and just, like I said, put Kotatsu onto Scion. I mean, I don't think it'd be a bad thing. Plague not doing his job. He's busy typing instead of sending out bans. They banned Rise. He is sort of the strongest top laner right now, so I can sort of understand that. I mean, nobody really wants to deal with him, even though Falco has been consistently beating him in lane 2 games in a row now.
Nice.
A row? Did you get moved to death, or what?
No, I just came back randomly. But, there are singed buffs on the PBE.
They're so tiny, though.
No, that's fucking huge.
Are you talking about the one where it flings them onto the glue?
Not just that, dude, but if you read the rest of the description, it says, so like if you fling them onto an existing puddle, they'll get rooted. If you fling them from an existing puddle, it'll create a new puddle where they land.
Oh shit, I didn't see that
So
one.
you can have 2 adhesive zones.
I was more concerned with the PBE notes for the jungle changes and shit.
Most people are, but I'm a Singed main, so that is so good.
Death Timer
can't even-
nerfed. Dude, these towers.
Also the VU, well not VU, just the texture update, which is actually disappointing. I
Dude.
thought that they would do a VU.
They nerfed towers, dude.
I don't give a shit.
I do.
I don't.
I already feel like towers don't do shit for you.
They buffed the inhibitor one.
True. They also have
Right.
shields now. Inner towers have shields.
Yeah, they ramp up faster in damage and all that shit. But I don't care, because my favorite champion got buffed.
Inhib towers attack continuously up to 4 times a second. Alright, inhib towers. That's not even the towers I want them to buff. Those towers are already hard enough to get in on.
Yeah, but they're the ones that kind of determine whether or not you're gonna lose the game.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did Falcodile quit? Hold on.
Yeah, that one night.
What? Alright, he left. Hang on, guys. They're dicking around for no reason. Alright, looks like we're back into game. Hopefully we can actually like get shit done instead of them just continuing to dig around. Meanwhile, I will be telling people in Smash because let's see, are they going to keep the same bans? Udyr getting banned. Release, yeah. I think they're just going to stick with the bans they had. Morgana, yeah, these are the same bans they had last time. Nothing special, nothing changed. Why do people... Oh, I know why. I know what's going on. Kotats are actually going Kazakhs. Plague going Blitz. Jabber getting his Tristana again. We'll see if he can actually make it work this time. Flintmark locking in a support. I'm wondering if he's going to keep it or if he's going to trade it for somebody. What else? T-Cat locking in Jinx. I don't think that's going to be for her. T-Cat doesn't usually AD carry, so I don't really expect it to change now. Falcodile locking in Brand. Alright, let's see. And Ruthless hovering the Riven pick. That would be for the top lane. Still not sure if everybody's picking for their roles or if there's going to be trading going on. And then Viva only plays LeBlanc, so he's going to be in that mid lane playing LeBlanc over and over and over again. Or he's going to, I don't know. He should play LeBlanc because that's who he plays. Yeah, he locks in LeBlanc. That's who he's going to be playing. Falcodile taking Riven to the top lane against JC's Nasus. JC really wants to stomp on Falcadile, and I think he's going to. I mean, JC is a diamond player. Falcadile is just a silver player. So, definitely a bit of a skill discrepancy there. So, hopefully, I think it'd be funny to see Falcadile jump all over JC. I mean, obviously that'd be funny to watch. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But we'll just have to wait and see. Just waiting down our display. No music being played. Let's see, what can we play for you guys just to kill time? Wow, this song's way longer than I thought it was. Ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to stand up and fight. Now's the time to take what's rightfully yours.
I gotta work today, heading home and I'm ready to play. I got my snackies from the shop and I'm never gonna stop. I don't want my rank to drop, hit the golden tippy top. I don't feel afraid, don't wanna jinx it but I feel okay. Know my teammates gonna suck, gonna need a lot of luck, but I'm ready, queuing up, ready, I don't give a stuck out, I'm stuck now. Stuck out, I'm stuck now. Gold rush, not a single teammate I can trust. Gold rush, feeling almost just like the rest of us. Gold rush, climb the ranks to be victorious. Gold rush, grinding gold just like the rest of us. So I lost some games, switching roles, gotta make a change. Bought a Dorans from the shop, I was locked in Goki Bot, made a trade and now I'm not, now I'm playing Ribbon Top. And now I'm winning lane, I'm feeling good, think I found my main. Ribbon hitting like a truck, get a let 'em know what's up, other team has run amok. But man, can't go what the stuck out, I'm stuck now. Stuck out, I'm stuck now. Gold rush, not a single teammate I can trust. Gold rush, feeling almost just like the rest of us. Gold rush, climb the ranks to be victorious. Gold rush, grinding gold just like the rest of us. Never know how far we've come till you know where we began. Never know how far we'll go, I think it's time to win. Never know how far we've come till you know where we began. Never know how far we'll go, it's time to try again. us. Gold rush, gold rush. Climb the ranks to be victorious. Gold rush, gold rush. Rising gold just like the rest of us. 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 Us, us,
Wow, that was actually perfectly timed. Heading into game, we are gonna see if purple team can stack up to the blue team, who basically, actually these teams are all fucked up. Like, they're so different from the last two games we've run. So we're going to see Flintlock in mid lane. He played top lane Rise last game. Didn't quite do much of anything really. So we'll see if he can stack up against vVv, whose LeBlanc has really cut down some of other people, such as Sundown. But I mean that's not a fun pick anyway. Picking Brand into
95% of what I do.
Picking Brand into LeBlanc is not fun to deal with. There's just so much jump around to be had that it's hard to hit skill shots, and one of the big thing about Brand is landing that Q skill shot for the stun. And if you can't land that, you actually lose out on a good amount of damage, because it makes it harder to land your W, which then would deal increased damage anyway. It's really just a bit of a throwdown.
I'll make their life bar disappear.
You see red team sort of ganging up in this bot lane Tribush, either going to wait for a first blood or they're going to try to invade. Plague wandering in, Ward going dead. He sees Jabber. He's going to focus Jabber just because Jabber is the low one here. The stun on the Plague, he lands the hook on a Jabber, but his team's not really following up on anything. Plague's getting lots of damage down. Heal coming out, Ignite onto Kotatsu, not the target they wanted. They smite it, the red buff goes to Keycat, not sure if that's what Renko wanted, but it actually helps out because the kill on 2 Rankos goes back to Kotatsu. So Kotatsu gets some bonus gold for the kill, lost his red buff though, and unless he's super quick about it, he's not going to be able to get there in time to steal Renko's red buff. However, Jabber loses a lot of health and can't base to really get that health back. So this bot lane's going to be really unfortunate for him for a little while. Ruthless doing a really good job sort of blocking it. Hook onto Ruthless. Keycat's nowhere in position. Doesn't want to follow up on that for some reason. She has the red buff. She could be going super aggro and punishing this lane. Stun from Falcadile misses onto JC, and it lets him get the siege minion. If the stun had gone off, JC would have missed the siege minion, would have missed the double stack, but did not. vVv throwing good amounts of damage down, dodges the skill shot at the last second, doesn't get stunned up. A good Zen's Blade onto Plague. Keycat using Rocket Flame to get a bit more damage down. Hook splits the uprights, doesn't land on anything at all. And JC's just going to keep farming. Zenith's Blade also misses the uprights, doesn't land on anything. Keycat throws a zap in the completely wrong direction. Glad that's on stream. Zenith's Blade lands on the Keycat. The Q, however, Shield of Daybreak misses. The red buff flash from Keycat, auto attack cancel. She picks up the kill with the final Rocket Farm hit back. Tatsu's down in that bot lane. Keycat doesn't have the red buff any longer, so bit of a lost damage there. Jabber's playing a bit aggro now that he has Kotatsu in that tri-bush. But Kotatsu doesn't really have a way to get in there outside of jump, and without evolved wings, that's a big wall to get over. Zap lands on the Jabber. Jabber tries to jump in on the Keycat. The heal coming out after the explosive shot. Keycat gets hopped up by some minion block. Zap lands onto Kotatsu. Flash from Jabber. Wants that auto attack. Plague lands the hook into tower. Power Fist. Tower shot. Picks up the kill onto Jabber. Needed one more auto attack for Keycat and just it wasn't in the cards. Falconile playing a notorious lane bully in the Riven. Already down 10 CS to JC. And on a super scaling champion like Nasus, that is really, really not what you want. Falconile wants to be ahead in this. He really wants to have that 10 advantage. And now he's actually forced to flash away. Sinister Strike from Nasus doing lots of damage. Siphoning Strike, my bad. Almost killed him actually. So lots of damage coming down there. Viva not getting the Q proc off, just barely missing it. Still, he's completely out harassing Flintlock, who is being able to keep up in CS this time. JC still not caring about killing Falconile. More worried about getting this farm, getting that scaling, keeping the lane bonus. Doesn't have any wards, however, and now Kotatsu's coming up. The ultimate from Riven comes out. JC getting lots of damage down, not able to pick up a kill though. Hook misses, Shield of Daybreak lands. However, the Power Fist and the Rockets just putting out so much damage on the man Ruthless. It's going to force him to burn a lot of his health potions early here. And he's going to have to sort of play safe a little bit, especially with Tristana not having any damage yet. She picked up the pickaxe, but again, not that much damage. Zenith's Blade lands, Shield of Daybreak lands, the Exhaust on the Keycat. The Flame Chomper's coming out. Ruthless gonna go down again. Forced to flash. Doesn't die. JC getting damage onto Falconile real quick. Jabber and Man Ruthless super duper low. Gonna have to run through the rest of their health potions and just try and stay in that lane. Plague lands a hook. It could be game. They could die. The hook on to Jabber, Power Fist. No damage from Keycat though. Siphoning Strike just doing so much damage on the Falconile, forcing him to burn potion after potion. He has that T in that already though. It's going to help him really push these waves. Ultimate from Keycat. Eats a couple tower shots for her trouble and doesn't actually pick up the kill. However, Jabber really, really low. Ranko clearing the pink ward. And JC still farming in that top lane. He's starting to get shoved into tower though thanks to the Tiamat on Riven. Falcon Eye just missing lots of CS, however. Hook misses. Falcon Eye trying to make him lose the cannon minion, but eats a tower shot. Hook is available for Plague. Jabber being really aggressive right now. Keycat wants this tower, but Kotatsu's there. Zenith's Blade lands onto both of them. Shield of Daybreak onto Keycat, forced to flash. The ultimate from Leona lands. The rocket jump reset coming out of Jabber, gonna pick up one kill onto Jinx, and the other one goes to Kotatsu's red buff on the Blitzcrank. And with the tower only being one hit away, that stings a little bit. That's gonna be the dragon. Man, Ruthless really can't tank much of any of this. He's so low. vVv using the blue buff cooler reduction, just trying to get so much sustain out. The slow down on the Falcon Isle, the Flag and Drag, and the Cataclysm both missing from Ranko. Bit of a failed gank there, really unfortunate. However, Nasus, even with the death, has a 20 CS advantage on Driven. That's huge. That's really not what you want. Keycat and Plague finally picking up that bot tower. It really was just one hit away. Kotatsu's in the area, so they could try and get another good gank and force another double kill. Ryukyu trying again, gets the knock up there. Wither coming out of JC, but not that much damage. Not even going to be forced to flash. Keycat and Plague trying to do a bush cheese. With no they just got voided out. They're going to go hard. Flame Chomper's down. Doesn't land on anybody. Plague gets hit up by some creep block. Zap lands on the man. Ruthless. Power Fist knocks him up. Keycat tried to rocket for him, but ended up hitting a minion instead. Speed up coming out of Plague. The Power Fist knocks out Man Ruthless and the Zap misses. Critical hit coming out. Zenith Blade onto Keycat. Rocket jump in. The ultimate out of Keycat doesn't do much of anything. Power Fist onto Jabber. Exhaust coming out onto Plague. Rocket jump slowing him down even more. The heal coming out of Man Ruthless and Jabber. Man Ruthless going to eat a tower shot, but the kill goes over to real Jabber. Really unfortunate. That should be the tower. GC's starting to win these trades, but Kotatsu's in the area. vVv just instantly nukes out Brand completely. Nothing gonna happen there. GC ended up getting away. Scared away from the Void Spikes though. Gonna lose a lot of damage on the tower. Plague's deciding to roam, see if he can't help out the rest of his team. Falconer actually not getting much of any damage onto the tower. Meanwhile, Ranko and Plague, you're going to help vVv try and take down this mid tower. They don't really have any minions though, so they're going to have to tank it for a second. Keycack thing out of pink ward. They're going to get this mid tower, and they're just going to back off that, take their gold and a victory. They find Kotatsu clearing his buff. Kotatsu loses out on the Wraith camp, but they're going to end up with a kill. Ultimate landing on the Plague. Plague's now going to go down too. Free double kill though, and all they got was a big Wraith. Jinx rocket missing. Jabber misses the rocket jump, but a couple auto attacks are going to scare Keycat away. Man Ruthless clears out a pink ward in the river bush, puts down his own. JC burning lots of mana just to get Falcon out of low cooldowns, not really getting any permanent damage down. Alright, he is just going to keep stacking and scaling. Already at 260 stacks. Now Flintlock's coming up. Throws down the pool, throws the Pillar of Flame. Not the Pillar. Pillar of Flame landed, the other one didn't. Seer missed. Ranko not landing the Flag and Drag whatsoever. Jabber just getting free farm down in this bot lane. Plague hanging out in the top lane tri-bush. Not sure what he's expecting because JC's not big on shoving in the tower. Especially not into Bran. DFG coming out of vVv. Lots of damage landed. Jabber not able to pick up the kill though. So close. Plague wants to do something here. Gets stunned up. Flag and Drag misses, Hook misses. Really, they're just leeching experience that JC desperately needs. Flintlock's hanging out in this top lane, really like a support for Falcon. It's a bit odd because vVv's been able to free farm this whole time and now has a 40 CS advantage over Flintlock. And that's essentially a kill. And I mean, it's on LeBlanc. LeBlanc really shouldn't be getting that much of an advantage over you. Stun lands onto JC. JC pops the ultimate, but he has vVv. vVv's just going to go and blow up Flintlock, and now Falcon is a bit out of position. Picks up the kill onto JC. Gets the kill onto vVv also. Kotatsu fails his flash, stuck on the wrong side of the wall. Exhaust coming out, flashes the Super Mega Death Rocket from Keycat, however. Even though it would not have killed her whatsoever. Killed him. Ranko picked up the kill onto Falconile's Riven. Cost him his flash, however. Plague decided to go Ancient Coin this game, which means he lost out on a lot of health and regen opportunities. Tower's gonna go down. Spikes land on the Ranko. That's about as far as they decide to go, though. Falconel in his top lane, playing with KeyCat. KeyCat has 0 escape potential. Just going to be a free kill. Plague just running around with half health. Kotatsu ults and jumps away. Ultimate lands on a JC, just bounces back and forth. Ranko jumping in, melts like wet paper. JC and vVv getting slowed up. Multiple jumps from Kotatsu coming out. Picks up a double kill and slows onto vVv. Decides not to follow it up. Falconel taking this top lane turret. This game has gone sour very fast. With JC and Ranko being dead, that is going to be a free dragon for blue team also. Falconel is going to be able to get some good damage onto this inerrant top lane tower. JC decides to teleport in, say, stop it, you're not taking my tower. Kotatsu finishes up his red buff, decides to keep it, not giving it to Jabber. vVv standing on a couple wards, wanting a pick off, but nobody's coming because of the 2 wards. New Blitzcrank looking spectacular. Riot doing a really good job with these visual updates. Trying to chase down on a flintlock. Fail flashes over the wall. Plague decides that's enough for him and walks away. Then Jabber still free farming his bot lane. Has a 30 CS advantage on top of KeyCat. Who's just sort of meandering around. Not really doing much of anything. And with JC doing so much roaming and dying, Falconel has been able to close that CS gap. Falconel finding himself a pink ward. Red team is really losing out on the side battle here. Ranko gets caught out, Shield of Daybreak stunning him up. Not enough damage to kill him though. They didn't really go all in on that kill. Jabber getting the big wraith. Plague throwing his hook the wrong way. Probably just fat fingered it. But that does lose him some pressure for a little bit. JC still starting to lose these trades. He wants to start farming this up so quick so they can actually start being relevant in these team fights. Ultimate from Kotatsu says a jump over the wall, tries to kill Plague. Gonna get the kill on the Plague, and they're gonna walk up. Kotatsu says to jump in. vVv's there waiting for him. Ranko gets the shutdown and then gets melted by Jabber. Super Mega Death Rocket coming out of KeyCat. I think she forgot that it's a execute. Falconel finally getting punished for being so cocky. Gonna go down. JC's finally showing him big dog in the top lane. And just going to keep farming. Trist has hit her 2-item spike, however. She has the Static Shift Infinity Edge. She's going to be able to take down towers and kill people. All super duper quick. Along with having the double buff, which is never fun to deal with on the other team. Red team has a big wave pushing in that bot lane. It's going to crash into the tower. Jabber's gonna get most of it, however, especially with that secondary wave coming in. And seeing as he already has 1,200 gold, it could be another BF sword. Plague still struggling to finish his Talisman of Ascension. JC finished his Triforce now, so he's really going to be able to like put a hurting down in this top lane. He did just crit a minion for 1,200 on his Siphoning Strike. Ultimate's coming out of both Falconile and JC. Hydra being popped by Falconile. He's trying to get this kill down. Dies to the ambient damage from Nasus's ultimate though, before he can use his Wind Slash. Blue team's starting to just push down this mid lane. They realize they have the advantage. Their AD carry is way more fed, and they just have a lot more AoE potential. Viva checking bushes, getting wards down. JC decides he's going to come down and help his team out a little bit, defend this. He has the teleport, though, so he could keep staying in this top lane, trying to get that tier 1 tower down. Stunned down onto JC, gets the Wither. A flash hook from Plague, lots of damage. Flintlock flashing into the team, however. Kotatsu getting his reset, picking up a couple kills. JC is now a bit isolated. Kotatsu wants nothing to do with it though. Finds Viva for his trouble, flashes, forces Viva's flash, and now JC really wants this kill. The heal coming out, another Siphoning Strike picking up the kill. Falconile teleporting in, however. Probably going to have the damage to take down JC. Wind Slash hits him, doesn't kill him though. Plague wants to hook him into tower, I think. Really bad fight for red team, however, they don't lose any objectives over it, so it could have gone worse. JC really starting to get the punish down. Viva decides to come help out his buddy JC in the top lane. Misses the chain, however. Now Plague decides he wants some. Pops the Talisman of Ascension just to get the assist without getting a kill stolen. So, some gold going down there. Blue team's going to pick up another dragon now. Lots of resources spent top lane to pick up that kill on the Falconile. The CS gap between Jabbers and Keycast is growing wider and wider. It's now up to 40 CS. Lots of wave clear and blue team, however. Top lane does finally go down to JC. Viva completely nukes out Brand, and Kotatsu does the exact same thing to Plague. JC now starting to recall in this top lane. Right on a wall, Kotatsu throws out his Void Spikes into the bush and misses JC. Really unfortunate. Kotatsu actually killing Renko in farm, having an almost 100 CS advantage. Not something you want to see, really. I mean, even from a jungler standpoint, that's really unfortunate. Again, lots of resources in this top lane trying to get down on the Falcadile. Jabber being here also gets withered, gets the slow down. Siphoning Strikes land even through the Buster Shot. Jabber flashes, heals, gets withered again, however, gonna go down to the Siphoning Strike. Hook lands on a Falcadile, double stun coming down. Ultimate being popped, not gonna be able to win slash anybody. Exhaust coming out, she's still alive, however. Keycat 3v1 not going well. Falcadile picking up the kill onto 1, 2. Really unfortunate for a red team. Is vVv going to be able to pick up the kill? vVv decides to shadow jump into the bush, picks up the kill. The blue team finds the pink boards for their troubles, clears that out, and takes a Wraith camp for Kotatsu. vVv throwing out the DFG and the Q ult combo. Not enough to pick up the kill, however. Both teams have about the same amount of gold on the map and towers. However, because blue team has been able to pick up dragon after dragon and have a 6-kill lead, they do have that 10k gold advantage, and it's really going to be tough for red team to come back. I mean, they do have the late game scaling Jinx, the late game scaling Nasus, and a Blitz Hook can really just end all of it. But again, they're going to need to be able to get a positioning advantage, hopefully probably around Baron Pit. Plague gets caught out, however. Probably going to go down. vVv, however, turns the tides, picks up the kill, right back on the Brand. However, the passive from Brand picks up the kill. Slow down to Kotatsu. Not gonna have any follow-up, however. Falcadile again in this top lane, just split pushing all day long. Picks up the tier 2 tower before anybody can respond. JC knows he's hiding in that bush, however. Gonna chase him down. Ultimate from Falcadile, ultimate from JC. Gonna be a battle of the giants here. Plague decides to come up, pops the ultimate. Zenith Blade onto JC, however, now Man Ruthless is all by him lonesome. Kotatsu jumps in, sunlight coming down from Man Ruthless, however. Kotatsu picking up the kill onto JC. Cataclysm down onto Kotatsu, picks up the kill. Man Ruthless now 1v3. Pops the Targon shield, staying alive. Plague hooks him back in. Flag and Drag misses, and he's still alive. Slow misses, auto attack down. Getting the spear through her bum. Picks up the kill for Renko. Not a bad trade. 3 for 1 in favor of red team. Still a 10k gold for blue, however. Jabber keeps getting free farm. Still 40 CS above Keycat, who hasn't really been involved in much of anything except dying. Jinx is a late game scaling carry, but she does need farm. She does need kills. Right now, getting caught out by Jabber, half health already. Jabber doesn't have the balls to go through and finish up on that kill, however. Gonna let KeyCat live to fight another day. Pops the ultimate. Stops the recall onto Jabber. Ghost coming out of JC. Exhaust and Power Fist from Plague. Gets the silence down. Wither from JC, and the kill goes down onto Viva. KeyCat picking up an exhaust with her Super Mega Death Rocket. Some much needed gold. Smite going down. Red Team Dragon. Bringing it down to an 8k gold lead. Slowly but surely, they're going to start coming back into this. Kotatsu picking up a GA on top of his Bloodthirster, Last Whisper, Brutalizer build. He's going to be able to hop around these fights with a bit less worry and be able to try and pick up those riskier kills now that he has that GA. KeyCat picks up the red buff. Kotatsu's on the hunt though. Knows that they're around. Falcadel back in that top lane. Has teleport available. Decides to base. Doesn't want to keep split pushing that. JC gonna head down to that ball and pick up some free farm. Flash forced out of KeyCat, scared away by Kotatsu with his bug jump in. Viva finds a Kotatsu, tries to pop his GA but gets nuked out in the process. GA popped, lands onto Flame Chompers. Blitz picking up the kill with his ultimate passive. Ultimate from Flintlock doing lots of damage, picks up the kill onto Blitzcrank. Jabber jumping on the KeyCat, picks up the kill there. GC kills Flintlock. Renko's gonna go down. Ooh. A good Wither siphoning strike onto Jabber. Picks up a double kill for JC with his siphoning strike. Triple kill coming down. Falconado, the only one left, being picked up by Renko. 2 for 5 in favor of Red Team with JC and Renko both surviving. Super low. Dog show, really. I mean, that was pretty big for JC picking up a triple kill. He's going to turn it into a Giants belt and just get that much tankier. Viva completed his death cap on top of his Deathfire Grasp. He's going to be able to just nuke out any singular champion he wants to on the enemy team. JC now having almost 700 stacks on his Siphoning Strike, just finishing 650. On top of his Sheen proc, he's just going to be hitting so damn hard. There's not much anybody on blue team will be able to do to stop him very soon. Plague sitting in a bush, waiting for someone to walk by, but with only Viva there, he doesn't really have any damage. Kotatsu's coming around, putting up some own wards, has no idea that Plague is right there. Damage coming out of Viva, however, the chain misses, flashes over the wall while in stealth, gets away safely. Red team now deciding to group up. Renko and JC, both super tanky. Blitz also has a random zone of his own. Zap landing on the Jabber. Plague wants to land a hook and try and end the fight quickly. KeyCat does have the max Q, so she could be trying to get rocket shots in on this tower, but decides to sort of hang back, play it safe, play the long game, wait for Blitz to land a hook to try and finish a fight. Both teams seem really shy on pulling the trigger, however, and Man Ruthless just getting poked down. Kotatsu jumps into all 5 members. Man Ruthless gets completely nuked out. Ultimate from Flintlock hitting only onto Renko. vVv picking up the kill on the Riven, the most fed on the team. KeyCat now going crazy, gets picked up by Jabber. However, JC's still alive. Flash coming out of Jabber and heal. The double siphoning strike, however, picks up the kill. And now he's just going to eat through this tower with his siphoning strike. Void Staff picked up on to vVv. This tower doesn't want JC anywhere near it. Knows he's just going to 3-shot it. And now he still has 15 seconds to get onto this inhibitor tower with a full stack of minions. Him and Plague are going to be able to take out at least this tower, maybe even the inhibitor. 5 seconds until Leona's up, 10 seconds until Brand. This is going to be the inhibitor more than likely. No home guard boots for Leona either. Inhibitor goes down. Big advantage for Red Team. They completely dominated that fight, and it is going to be the Nasus that just picks up the entire game and carries it on his back at this point. Dragon just now spawning, but I think Blue Team's going to want to rush this Baron down. They know that Plague and JC have to base and spend their hard-earned gold. And it could be a rush opportunity for Blue Team onto this Baron. They walk right by a ward. They're going to finish clearing this pink ward. KeyCat vVv are just going to take this dragon. Blue Team decides not to try and rush down the Baron. What was once a 10k gold lead is now going to be down to about... Let's see after this dragon. It's down to about a 2k gold lead. It's really slipping away from Blue Team. They had the super early game advantage, but now they're starting to lose it out to the late game Jinx and the late game Nasus. These blitz hooks aren't really doing much because they're just being able to rush down Blue Team and just straight up kill them. There's no need for a blitz hook when you're already that far ahead on Nasus. You can just run up and Q him in the face and kill him with Siphoning Strike. Kotatsu clearing out wards, waiting for Blitzcrank to come back and put some more wards down. They're starting up on this Baron. Pink ward in the back of the pit, however, lets them know it's there. Teleport coming in from JC. No real team there. The ultimate from Jinx, however, the smite lands from Kotatsu. They pick up the kill on the Falcon Isle, however, Kotatsu's now getting his reset jumps. Picks up the kill on the JC, and now it's Plague and Ranko versus the world. Plague getting completely chunked out, slowed down. Kotatsu just jumping around everywhere. vVv pops the GA, and the Flame Chomper stopped them from coming a little bit. But a 3-for-1 and the Baron going to Blue Team. Really unfortunate. They needed that Baron to stay in the game. Pops it back up to a 5k gold lead. And the bonus stats from the Baron. It's going to be really hard for Red Team to defend much of anything had Blue Team decided to stay and fight. Jabber and Kotatsu both basing, deciding not to push towers. vVv trying to blow up Man Ruthless, however, Flintlock was sitting in the wings, hiding in the bush. KeyCat starting to close the CS gap, now only down by about 20. But Trist has 4 items, and Jinx is still sitting at 3. Looking to pick up that GA next. Hopefully it'll work out. JC already hitting that 6 items threshold onto his Nasus. Still just trying to pick up these stacks to just do more and more damage. Hitting about 750 stacks at this point. Really just hitting like a truck. Jabber being the first player in the game to get over 300 CS. One item short of being completely full. Not much use for minions anymore. Blue team has the inhibitor respawn. They're just sort of meandering about. Nothing really open on the map for them to take. So they're really just wasting Baron time right now. Branko farming lane minions with JC. Not the best use of time. He is not taking advantage of his conservation stacks from the Elder Lizard. JC returning the favor by just taking away Wolf Camp.
How's it going, Doctor?
Pretty good. Doing a bit of a solo cast.
Nice.
Did game end?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you guys suck. Don't tell me who wins.
We end up winning. JC gets a pentakill. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie.
Sad, sad days.
Alright, so Viva coming in here and spoiling the counter spoil from Plague.
Oh, Viva, I told him that JC got a pentakill and won the game.
Oh.
Instead
he could have if you pulled someone.
Yeah, instead it's you letting Keycat get caught out.
Oh, Keycat did that on her own.
Yeah, you didn't pull shit this entire game, Plague. Wow. You guys got fucking raped. That's gonna be game. Holy shit, they have like a Leona and a Trist with a shield and nobody wants to face tank this tower. What the fuck? Is everybody hanging around for feedback and stuff?
They were.
Nah, mostly everyone's getting off.
Yeah. Everyone's leaving.
Alright, well, I want to talk to everybody real quick.
My corner of my eye.
Alright.
Up here for like a half a
I
second.
failed to jump over the Baron well enough. It's like, oh, fuck this.
Alright, so quick question. Keycat,
What?
you do realize that Jinx's ultimate is an execute, correct?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh,
and,
Viva, fuck you, okay.
And you can't execute from full health.
I was so sad
Correct.
Ragnar didn't kill you in the end.
Are you talking about when I hit Katasu?
Viva, I don't know how
No,
your like initial
every-
burst didn't do shit.
Every Keycat ultimate just hit a full health target, pretty much.
Oh, it's because my R didn't go off.
Oh, okay.
It was just the DFGQ.
Okay.
Alright, so before everybody gets off, because Plague and Viva said everyone was leaving.
The only feedback I have is for
there's
Falcao
no
because
one
he
playing
fucking
another
built
game.
a Frozen Heart on Riven.
Yes, that's god awful. Don't do that.
And then he sold it because I yelled at him.
Okay, but before everybody leaves, if you would like me to record a solo game, so like have me follow just your character through each of the games tonight. If you would like me to do that, send me a message on the vVv forums, and I will get that back to you through a YouTube clip or something. That way you can go back and watch your personal plight through these games. Like I said, just let me know, and I'll try and get that to you at some point in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Ranko, you built damaged Jarvan. You melted like paper.
I didn't build damage till the end.
You had Elder Lizard and Cleaver fairly early on in the game.
My first item was the Randuins.
Technically, the
Other
first
than-
item was Lizard, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean after Lizard.
I still don't like Lizard.
I was just told always start Lizard to help with your clear time.
See, here's my thing with Jarvan. You're either gonna go all damage all the time or full tank. Whenever you try to like mesh them both in together, you're never good at anything.
Yeah, like the way I feel is if you're playing Jarvan top lane, go full damage because you have the gold, you have the kills, and just you can do it that way. When you're in the jungle, you're not getting the gold income you would typically, so you're not going to have that carry potential. So going Elder Lizard just sort of takes away a good portion of your tank stats because you're not getting that 25% bonus health from the Elder Golem. And yeah,
What are we talking about?
Jarvan.
What about him?
How...
I had to go to the bathroom.
I don't like the Elder Lizard build in the jungle because yes, it might help you clear camps a bit faster, but for those first 30 minutes or so, you're just going to melt every team fight because you don't have any stats behind you.
The thing about Jarvan is you need to get out of Brutalizer as early as possible or you're literally useless later. No matter how you build, you're still going to get melted pretty quickly just because of like the meta jungle build, like Locket Randuins, etc. But that really gives you the early damage and it kind of keeps your late damage up there a little bit, so you're still a threat somewhat. Or sometimes not Brutalizer, but Hex Drinker.
I mean, it is all preference and item builds. We just have a rule where we don't talk about item builds after this game, so we just talk about play. But other
Which was also horrible.
Which, I mean, some of your engages were a bit off and you ended up like in the middle of a team with no team to back you. But a big portion of your team's problem was Plague. End all be all. You're playing Blitzcrank, you need to be throwing hooks. Man Ruthless spent half the game at half health, so even if you had managed to hook him, you could probably nuke him out pretty fast. But Plague just sort of sat in the background, didn't throw hooks, didn't really set up any plays for his team, and just waited for Man Ruthless and Kotatsu to engage and just ran rampant through the team.
Thank you!
However, Keycat's final team fight, where she gets Zenith bladed right in the face because she was in the middle of the team, is not without blame. Keycat was down 40 CS basically the entire game.
I was in an interview the whole time. I was not focused.
Hang on. Who told you not to do that? I believe that was me.
No.
Yeah, Keycat.
Shut up, Kotatsu.
Anyway, so Keycat sucks. But...
We all know this, though.
Yay, I'm
good.
good.
Can I get, like, feedback? I mean...
Don't put Frozen Heart on manaless champs.
Yeah, beside that.
I don't know, you 2v1'd our support and jungler.
Dear God, that was so bad.
Yeah, I actually have
that. Was really funny.
I have that on stream. I will be making that into a highlight clip because it's fucking hilarious. Other
Is
than
my
that,
Scion fail going in there?
I didn't have that on stream.
I cut my wrists there.
I didn't have that on stream.
God. Where I just walked past everyone?
No, that one is. I thought you were talking about the one where you ran into the
going
tree.
in there, right?
Yeah, I thought you meant the one where you ran into a tree.
No, that one was really
But,
like, I started charging, not even a second, I hit the tree.
Alright,
Someone give me a jungler. Right now, right now.
Vi.
So besides that...
Oh my god.
You needed to fight me early.
Yeah, you let JC farm, so he did get to a point where he could sort of 1v1 you. But a lot of times, when you had teleport, you weren't really pushing your advantage. Like, you weren't split pushing, because you could 1v1 him at one point. So, at one point, you started split pushing, got to the midway point, recalled, and then ran back to that midway point while your team was trying to, like, take care of the other team in the mid lane. Like, you could have just spent a lot more time split pushing because JC wanted to be with his team for the wave clear, so you just could have kept pushing towers down while he didn't do anything.
Okay, thank you.
Like, you had the split push build, too. Like, you rushed that Tiamat, you rushed the Brutalizer and stuff, and, like, you just didn't spend enough time split pushing.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, The top lane is my least played lane. I wanted to learn today more about it. That's why I used Darius, Wukong, and Riven. Those three were my top laners from time to time. I think I did best with Wukong.
No offense to the Wukong game. Flintlock was the lowest rated top laner you faced today. No offense to Flintlock
Yeah, I know.
or any of that.
I know, but I still, that was like, that and well, last game I was against the highest, with, I thought was my least experienced top laner.
To be fair, JC picked a shit champ into that matchup, so.
I'll get told.
JC was talking shit before the game, and then when he picked Nasus, I was like, "What are you doing, man?" Yeah,
not even worried.
Not even worried, even though you lost the game. But
No, I really don't appreciate those bans.
How was that my fault?
I didn't say it was your fault. I just said you lost the game.
Team's so fucking heavy. Let me tell you.
Yo,
Bruh.
My bad.
Bruh. I'm pretty sure I weighed a feather that game.
vVv was like maybe 10% of it. Like he carried a little bit.
I did my
But the
job
rest
in the
of
early
like
game.
Jesus Christ, Plague. Let's be real.
Plague didn't throw any hooks, like
I
whatsoever.
We're like literally telling him, like, yo, just pull
I was about to
something.
say, literally
We don't even
in
care.
the game
Just
itself,
The fucker's not even here. The fuck did Plague even go?
Plague, pull Leona.
Down.
And he didn't.
Yeah, but I was telling you, like, he left me at like 10 minutes in lane. Like, we still had tower.
Oh, you know what? He was like, Viva, I'm gonna come get you a kill in mid, and I was like, are you? And then he ran up to mid, looked around, and then
I'm like, yeah. He does it every single time he
I've
supports
tried
me too, and
to
it
tell
pisses me
him.
off.
I've tried to tell him time and time again. Stop roaming, because you're leaving your AD carry to 2v1 and defend tower. And
Yeah.
unless you're Caitlyn, you can't do that right now.
But here's the even like worst part. Like, I'm also playing champions. Like, every time I play with him and he does that to me, like, I'm playing a champion that doesn't have like an escape. So I get really like, you know,
Shit on.
Yeah.
See, my question is, why do we keep putting Keycat and Plague in the same lane?
Because they're both support mains. They're both support mains. Where else are you gonna put them?
They're like mortal enemies. Why do we keep putting them together?
Because it's fucking hilarious.
I wanted the ADC, but I couldn't because it was called from a channel I was not in.
I did not even call it. I said it'd fill. Like,
They left the channel and come back and said you're ADC.
Oh, Viva.
Well, I mean, you could have said
Well, guys,
something.
I'm out.
Who could have said something?
See you around.
You?
I did.
Thank you.
You did say you didn't want to.
I said I didn't want to jungle again.
Was that when I was in the other channel?
That might
No, it was right before you left.
Yeah, well then I would have said it again.
Okay, I'm playing Kha'Zix's top lane. Wish me
Ranko,
luck.
did you add me?
Build tier.
Did I add who?
Tier?
Kotazu.
I think I
I
did.
totally just bought a Dorian's blade.
I logged off, so
Wait,
I don't know.
what'd you say, Keycat?
I'm
I bought a
looking.
Dorian's blade.
You'll be in the list if I did.
Alright, I'm out.
Can I?
Wait,
I have you.
Game?
Okay.
Who are you playing against, Keycat?
Alright, see you guys.